All right, we are ready to go for Defendant Jones. Magistrate, whenever you're ready.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hindman, Magistrate, today's the date time set for an arraignment by video. It's a felony complaint and warrant. The officer that's arraigning Mr. Jones, your name for the record?
Lieutenant Hall, Your Honor.
Lieutenant. And Mr. Jones has an attorney present. He's going to put his appearance on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Daniel Batar on behalf of Mr. Jones. I've gone over the charges with him. We'll waive a formal reading. Stand mute, please.
Mr. Jones, your attorney's waiving the formal reading of the complaint. I'm entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Lieutenant, any comments on bond?
Yes, Your Honor. This is a weapons offense and a assault of crime with an habitual offender. Fourth notice. Based on those issues, we would request some form of cash bond to assure his appearance and for the safety of the victim and the public.
Okay. Counselor, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've explained to Mr. Jones that during the pendency of this case, Your Honor, he cannot have any contact with the complainant in the case. He will not return back to the Carson Street address. He will make arrangements to live somewhere else while the case is pending. Unfortunately, he's not employed right now. He lost his job due to the pandemic. He was working through MS companies doing factory work. He has 4 children, 16, 14, 14, and 12, Judge. He does have a prior criminal history, Your Honor. He hasn't been in trouble with any felonies, though, since 2009. They are all drug offenses. I don't see any prior assaultive convictions on his record. Judge, even though there are those gun crimes listed, I would just note that he's not charged with using those guns in this case. There are no assaultive allegations with respect to the firearms. It's just a misdemeanor assault DV. I'm asking the court to consider a reasonable bond. Those guns were basically found in the house, Judge. No allegations that he used them in any way.
And he lives at 7033 Carson, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Jones, other than this case, when's the last time you were arrested?
I had a communications, I think like last year with Romulus for excessive like texting and calling from a relationship in the past, but that was it.
Was that anything to do with the same complainant?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Jones, pay close attention to my details of my bond. No contact with Avielle, that's Avielle. Avielle Kimball. No contact, no third-party contact. You can't send a message to a family member or friend. No cell phone, text messaging, or any social media contact. Do you understand that?
I understand, sir.
You cannot return to, be in, around, or near 7033 Carson. Lieutenant, that's where Miss Kimball lives?
That's the best of my knowledge, sir.
Okay, no contact. Mr. Jones, if you need to go there and get what you need to live between now and when this case is adjudicated, you'll make an appointment with the Romulus Police Department and they'll do what's called a civil standby. The lieutenant will explain that to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. I can stay with my grandmother.
As we're on this topic of where you're going to live between now and then, Counselor, did we get contact information to Andy?
Judge, I don't have an address. I don't think he has. Do you have an address right now, Mr.
Yes, the address that my license is to 27020 Carlisle. That's my grandmother's house.
What is that address again?
27020 Carlisle, Inkster, Michigan. That's where my license is addressed to. Most of my paperwork goes there.
Good. Could you also give the magistrate your phone number, please?
313-808-6549.
And that's 27020 Carlisle, Inkster, Michigan, correct?
Yes, sir.
313-808-6549.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your bond is $7,500, 10%. With those conditions, no contact with the complainant victim and can't return to 7033.
Yes, sir.
That wraps up Mr. Jones.
Your Honor, I need court dates and a case number.
Case number 21-0279. That's going to be scheduled for a probable cause hearing on Wednesday, April 14th this year in front of Judge Martin here at the 34th District Court by Zoom. It'll be at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you.
Next, we have the Huron arraignment for Angela Myers.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, Mr. Jones. You got to pay $750 to get out, okay?
All right. Thank you too, sir. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh, here we go.
Good morning, Huron. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am, we can.
All right, and we have Angela Myers, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, it'll be just a moment and we'll begin the arraignment, okay?
Okay.
Is that my attorney?
That's your attorney, yeah. Tied up on those, Castelli's tied up on that medical. Freddie and I was taking calls.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know if, that's why he called me twice. I don't know if that, I don't think that need to pick up. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he was, I think he was what, 99 years old?
99.
Yeah, it's 99, yeah. And he had some medical issues or something like that.
Double bypass and all this stuff like that.
Andy, what is the name of the next case?
We have Angela Myers. It's the Huron arraignment.
Okay, Al Hindman, the magistrate. Today's the date and time set for an arraignment. Angela Michelle Myers. It's a Huron Township case. Your full name for the record.
Angela Michelle Myers.
Miss Myers, and the officer who's arraigning Miss Myers.
It's Sergeant Kelch.
Sergeant Kelch, and Miss Myers has a attorney present. He's going to put an appearance on the record.
Thank you, Your Honor. Daniel Butcher on behalf of Angela Myers. I've gone over the charges with her. We'll waive a formal reading. Stay on mute, please.
Miss Myers are waiving the formal reading. I'm entering a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
Yes.
Order the bond portion of this case, Counselor Clyde.
Thank you, Your Honor. Miss Myers has no prior criminal history, Judge. She is employed through Marquise Greenhouse. She's a high school graduate. She understands she has to appear at all future court hearings. I believe the recommendation from the police department is no objection to a personal bond. We're asking you to grant that personal bond, Your Honor.
Miss Myers, no contact with the complainant victim in this case. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Sergeant, the Huron River Drive address is the location of the incident, correct?
Yes, sir. It's the Dollar General in town.
No contact with the complainant victim, Kimberly Ann Dotson, can't return to be in or under near 17185 Huron River Drive, Huron Township, Michigan, known as the Dollar General. You understand that, Miss Myers?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, with those conditions, your bond's $5,000, 10%. Sergeant, you're signing on this today, correct? We're going to roll back on this case. Raise your right hand. You swear affirm the information on the felony complaint on Angela Michelle Myers is true, best knowledge and belief, correct?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, I've signed the complaint and warrant just for. Case number 21-0280. It's case number 21-0280. The court date in this case is April 14th this year, Judge Martin's courtroom by Zoom at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
Dan, you're good?
I am.
That wraps up Huron Township.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, next we have a Van Buren arraignment.
Andy, did you get contact information on that Huron case?
I did, yep.
Okay.
And I didn't catch it in time before they left, but that time was actually 8:30, so I can call them and let them know.
Okay.
Because you did a 5,000 10% bond.
On her,
Yes, that's what you said. 5,000 10%.
it's 5,000 personal. Will you call them and correct it?
I will call. Yeah. So it's supposed to be 5,000 personal.
Yeah.
Okay. So the time is correct then. 9:30 is correct.
Yeah, my mistake.
I will call them.
All right.
morning, Van Buren.
Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. For some reason, we don't have your video up. We can hear you.
You won't have a video for me. When the magistrate comes on, his video will be on, so you'll be able to see
Okay.
it. Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
You have Crystal Parson, correct?
I do.
Okay. It'll be just one moment, and he'll be on to begin the arraignment. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's Parson, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I put the S on one, but that shouldn't be an issue.
I figured it out.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad you got it before I did.
A lot of people have put this on it through my entire life. It's
I bet. So you're familiar with the 34th District Court is correct?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, are they still, they're in the new building now, aren't
Still
they?
in the old, I believe. Unless something changed in the last week. But we'll ask. I'm pretty sure. You're gonna go to the same location, just right around the back. And if
Yeah,
it's a new
yeah.
building, yeah, good shit.
I have a lot of friends out there.
Good morning.
Good morning, Aaron. How are you, sir?
Tired of living this historical event.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
We have a case before the court. It's Crystal Nicole Parson. This is an MDOP case, malicious destruction of property, that goes all the way back to October 23rd of 2015. I took a arraigned Miss Parson long ago, entered a not guilty plea back on January 28th of 2016, scheduled the matter for a pretrial in front of Judge Green. I reinstated a bond way back in time. She met with Judge Green. It was referred to probation. And it appears after that, she was arraigned and arrested and arraigned. And then it was set up for a pretrial on, again, and warrants issued. Judge Green got so upset, she wants a $5,000 10% bond from the defendant. And now we're here today.
Yes, Your Honor. She turned herself in today. She states she has the money to clear the case. And she says she has $1,500, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'd really like to make that happen. What we're going to do is I'm going to continue the not guilty plea. Case number, I think, is 15-4321. Unless Andy yells and says, no, it's not.
That's correct.
you're gonna post a bond of $1,500.
Yes, sir.
And you're gonna meet with the judge on June 3rd this year, 9:30 a.m., Judge Oakley.
Is that going to be a Zoom meeting or?
Yep.
Okay,
What time was that again, Your Honor? 9?
9 o'clock.
Okay.
9:30 a.m.
Oh, 9:30.
Okay.
And the bond, you have that money on you, correct? Cash money?
Yes,
You're gonna post
cash.
1,500 cash at Van Buren PD. That case number and that court date is June 3rd, 2021, 9:30 a.m. with Judge Oakley.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Andy, we're good.
Yep, I don't.
Contact information. Do we have a address for you? Is that the one on file?
Is
have-
it?
Address 7220 Luna Avenue, Allen Park.
Yes, sir, that's current.
Your phone number ends in 0412, correct?
Yes, sir.
That wraps up this arraignment. Do we agree?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.